In a cozy little town, nestled between rolling green hills and a sparkling river, lived a girl named Lily. Now, Lily wasn't just any girl. She had a heart full of wonder and a head brimming with imagination. And more than anything in the world, she adored stories. Every night, before she drifted off to sleep, she would travel to faraway lands, meet brave knights, and dance with talking animals, all within the pages of her books. But her most favorite place, the most magical place of all, was the town's best-kept secret, the enchanting floating library. This wasn't an ordinary library with dusty shelves and strict rules of silence. Oh no, the floating library was a magnificent, dome-shaped building made of shimmering glass, and inside, books didn't just sit on shelves, they flew. Hundreds, even thousands of books with covers of every color imaginable would flutter and glide through the air like graceful butterflies. They would swirl in dazzling patterns, creating rainbows of paper and ink. And the most magical part? When a book felt a connection with the reader, it would gently float down and whisper its story, its words dancing in the air like sparkling dust. One sunny afternoon, with a skip in her step and her heart thrumming with excitement, Lily pushed open the grand, wooden doors of the floating library. Instantly, she was greeted by the familiar, wondrous sight. Books of all sizes soared above her head. A large, leather-bound encyclopedia zoomed past like a majestic eagle, while a tiny book of poems hovered like a hummingbird, its pages fluttering delicately. Laughter and whispers of adventures filled the air. Children and grown-ups alike sat on plush, cloud-like cushions, their faces lit up with joy as stories unfolded before them. Lily found her favorite spot, a soft, velvet bean bag near a sunbeam, and watched the aerial ballet of books. She saw a book about pirates, shared a tale of treasure maps, and high-sea adventures with a young boy, whose eyes widened with every word. She saw another book, a cookbook filled with sweet recipes, float down to a grandmother, filling the air with the imaginary scent of cinnamon and sugar cookies. It was a symphony of stories, and Lily felt like the conductor of her own magical orchestra. As she watched the swirling literary storm, her eyes caught something unusual. Tucked away in a quiet, shadowed corner, near the very bottom of a tall, forgotten bookshelf, sat a single, small book. It was bound in soft, sky blue leather, but unlike the others, it wasn't flying. It was trembling. Its pages were clamped tightly shut, and it seemed to press itself further into the shadows whenever another book flew too close. It looked shy, and maybe a little bit scared. Lily's heart went out to the little book. While all the other stories were soaring freely, sharing their magic, this one was hidden away, its own special story locked inside. Curiosity piqued, she tiptoed over to the corner. As she got closer, she could see the book quiver even more. It looked as if it wanted to become invisible. "Hello there," Lily whispered, her voice as soft as a summer breeze. The little blue book flinched, its cover tightening. "You don't have to be scared," she continued gently. "My name is Lily. It's a beautiful day for flying, isn't it?" She sat down on the floor, a little distance away, giving the book its space. She didn't try to grab it or force it open. She simply waited, her presence calm and reassuring. For a long time, nothing happened. The little book remained perfectly still, watching her with what she imagined was a wary eye. Lily didn't mind. She started humming a quiet tune, a little melody her mother would sing to her. She told the book about her day, about the funny-shaped cloud she saw that looked like a dragon, and about the delicious strawberry ice cream she had for lunch. She didn't ask it for its story. She just shared a little bit of her own. Slowly, ever so slowly, the little blue book began to relax. Its trembling lessened, and one corner of its cover lifted just a tiny bit, as if it were peeking out at her. Lily smiled, a warm and encouraging smile. "It's okay," she murmured. "I'm a very good listener." She reached out her hand, not to take the book, but simply to offer it. She held her palm open, a gentle invitation. The book hesitated for another moment. It looked at Lily's kind eyes, saw the patience in her smile, and felt the warmth radiating from her. Then, with a tiny, brave flutter of its pages, it lifted off the shelf. It didn't soar high into the air like the others. Instead, it wobbled a little, like a baby bird taking its first flight, and floated cautiously toward her. It landed in her open palm as lightly as a feather. Lily held her breath, her heart filled with a tender warmth. The book didn't open right away. It simply rested in her hand, testing the safety of its new perch. Lily waited. She stroked its smooth, blue cover with one finger, humming her little tune again. And then, it happened. The clasp on the book clicked open softly. Its pages began to turn, not with a grand flourish, but with a quiet, delicate rustle. A faint, silvery light began to glow from within its pages. The book leaned in close to Lily's ear, and in a voice no louder than a whisper, it began to tell its story. It wasn't a story of grand battles or epic voyages. It was a quiet, beautiful story about a tiny seed that was afraid to sprout. The seed worried it wasn't strong enough to push through the soil, or bright enough to reach for the sun. But with the gentle encouragement of the rain and the warm patience of the earth, the little seed finally found its courage. It sprouted into a beautiful, unique flower with petals the color of the dawn sky. A flower unlike any other in the garden. The story was simple, but it was filled with so much heart and so much feeling. Lily listened, completely captivated. The whispering words painted pictures in her mind, and the silvery light from the book cast a magical glow on her face. It was a story just for her, a secret shared between a kind girl and a shy book. When the last word was whispered, the silvery light faded, and the book closed gently in her hand. It gave a contented little sigh and snuggled into her palm, no longer trembling. Lily held the little blue book close to her heart. She had come to the library seeking grand adventures, but she had found something much more precious. She had learned that everyone and everything has a story to tell, even the quietest and shyest among us. And sometimes, all it takes is a little bit of patience, a little bit of kindness, and a willingness to listen to help someone find the courage to share their magic with the world. As evening began to settle, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, Lily carefully placed the little blue book back on a lower, shinier shelf where it wouldn't feel so lost in the shadows. The book gave a happy little flutter of its pages, a silent thank you, before settling down for the night. That evening, as Lily lay in her bed, the stars twinkling outside her window, she didn't need to open another book. She closed her eyes and replayed the beautiful, whispered story in her mind. She dreamed of tiny seeds and brave flowers, of whispering words and silvery light, and she fell asleep with a smile on her face, her heart full, knowing that the most wonderful stories are often the ones you have to listen to the closest to. Here, thank you so much for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Lily's adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more magical tales. See you next time.